Well, so first to begin, I never really thought of myself as an entrepreneur. I thought of myself as there was all these interesting problems around the world, and I kept being annoyed at them. You know, there was things around that happened around me in the world that was annoying me, and I was constantly talking to people about it, and I realized there was more people than me that was annoyed by these things. So I asked them, so what are we doing about it? And no one was really doing anything about it. So I eventually felt that, hey, I had to do something about it myself. So, you know, when I started my first company when I was 14, I never really thought of it as a company. Again, there was a need at that time. This is 1997, where a web page was still, you know, there was consulting firms charging 50 grand, at least, you know, in Europe where I'm from, to create a web page. And I said, that's not really that hard. And I kept telling people that. So they're like, well, can you help me do it? So eventually I started doing that. And this is as I was pretty much in elementary school. You know, what I realized is I did one and I got a bit of money from it, and I was like, okay, this is pretty good. And I kept, you know, doing more and more and more. And eventually what ended up happening is everyone that was pretty good at math, I taught how to program HTML, and all the ones that were really good at drawing, I taught Photoshop. So we ended up having, you know, the whole class pretty much producing work, you know, after school hours. And building web pages for people, and that was my first company. Not that I really, you know, cared about the fact that it was a company. I cared about the fact that here's a problem, and people kept pinging me about that, and I wanted to deliver great results. So that's kind of how it started. So, you know, my definition of an entrepreneur is someone that has an itch for a problem, and that, you know, you're annoyed enough by that problem to actually go out and seek a solution for it.